took you long enough to get here.
Rangers, let's not waste time talking. We should put this monster down.
Play it safe, Rangers. We want him alive.
Yeah, come on in. Let's have some fun, huh?
Wow. Hey, look who it is, Clarence. Daddy's Rangers. In the flesh.
The Rangers? I heard they were a bunch of little fucking chicken shits.
Did you hear what happened to my little brother? Oh, fucking hilarious. I know it was hard to get here, and no offense, but you can fuck right off back to Colorado Springs and tell Daddy you failed. I like it here. You know, my friend Clarence here. What? You don't see him? Oh, shit. Am I seeing things again? Hold on. No. You're here, Clarence. Woo. Oh, gave me a scare there, chicken shits. Now, get the fuck out of here! You calling me names? Oh, in front of my best friend? Gotta be honest with you, Rangers. You're not making the best first impression on us. So why should we listen to you? Huh? Well, I'll have to give them a little pep talk about loyalty. Or take a shit in their oxygen tanks. Undecided. But I'm not worried, as long as I got my buddy Clarence here. It's just me then, huh? Fine. You got me, Rangers. Now what? Wait, what?
There you are, Rangers. Starting to wonder if Vic got you.
Nah, they're good. That asshole's dead and we're not, so let's get out of here.
Good to see you getting shit done, November. I'll radio HQ and get them to send us some transport. See you there.
Yeah, ditto. You're all right.
Before you head out, I have something to ask you. If I go back to Ranger HQ now, I'll probably end up in a room doing lab work. To be honest, I'm kind of tired of research. I'd rather take my chances out there with you. There are some things you just can't learn in the lab, you know? So, can I join your squad? Glad to join your team.
HQ calling Team November. Got a lady here says she's a Desert Ranger, part of Angela Death's advance team, with an important message. Gonna hold her here till you get back. Copy. Well, as far as I could tell, she's the real deal. Showed us her Ranger star and everything. We're making her comfortable in the war room. She'll be here when you get back. Affirmative, Rangers. And before I forget, the guys and gals in R&D have put together some new tech. You should head back to HQ and see for yourselves. Over and out.
Lieutenant Train Zhang, Rangers. I've brought a message from Angela Death. Yep. I bet we just miss each other back home. My husband, Jason, and I left California with Colonel Death when she returned to AZ. Jason opened his gun shop at HQ, and I signed on. Then Angela picked me for the Colorado Advance team, and I've been here ever since. Missing Jason like crazy, but that's the life of a Ranger, right? My real name is Connie. But my husband always calls me Choo Choo Train, because my maiden name was Choo. Somehow, the other guys in my unit found out about this, and now everybody calls me Train. I'm getting used to it. Colonel Death has info for you that's too sensitive for the airwaves. She wants a face-to-face. Sent me to arrange it. Colonel Death will give you the details, but Liberty Buchanan is getting ready to make her move on her father. And the army she's assembled, well, let's just say they're probably not going to be very worried about collateral damage. The Colonel has intel that will help you stop Liberty before she pulls the trigger. She doesn't have much reason to trust you, does she? Despite her showing you the Patriarch's bad side, you're still following his orders. She's not going to put her head in the lion's mouth.
We're doing what we have to take care of Arizona, okay?
She understands that. All she wants is a chance to speak her piece. But, as I was saying, if you want to meet her, it'll have to be on neutral ground. The House of the Hoon family. Just your squad. Nobody else. Will you come? You're probably not going to take her word as a ranger at this point. But think about it. You both want to stop Liberty Buchanan from starting her coup, right? Well, Angie wants to help you do that. So, she's got no reason to kill you. And if that's not good enough, how about I offer myself as a hostage? I'll stay here at your base until you hear her out. If anything happens to you, you can have your crew shoot me down. What do you say? Thanks, Rangers. I'll be here until you get back.
Team November, we've got trouble. Scar collectors are attacking the perimeter at multiple points. We're coordinating the defense now, but we need all hands on deck.
Never seen Arizona get so cold before. Damn, freezing my testicles off. Oh, Colorado, sure I am. I may be a drunk, but I ain't a stupid drunk. You can't put one over on me. Ha! You know, marbuckles, gonards, manberries, the family jewels. You're nuts! I'm trying, Rangers. I'm trying. Rangers, I'm eating well. My wounds are healing, and the beds are soft. But I don't trust comfort. Comfort makes you weak. Comfort turns you from your path. Comfort makes you forget the important things. I need to leave this place soon. Doubt you'll listen to me, seeing as how you were too weak to kill Vic and Val. But don't leave Liberty alive. She'll make you regret it.
You're back, talking to me. So you must need me. What's going on? I don't like talking about it much, but seeing as you're the boss... As a kid, I was part of a small fishing village near Sloan Lake. My pa gave us an easy life, scavenging for parts, fixing shit, trading with others in the town for fish. Then, these fucks rolled into town. The Cannibal Cabal. Thought they could do whatever they want. Ate both my parents. Right in fucking front of me. I hunted those fucks down, cooked, and ate them. Tasted real good, too. Then I gathered all the leftover kids with no parents, and we became the hardheads, 'cause we wouldn't listen to anyone. I haven't found a good place for storing meat yet, but I don't not like it. What didn't you understand about you're the boss?
Uncle Gideon is mad you sided with Mama Cotter and the refugees. I see his point, but I think you acted with good intentions, so I'm still proud to serve as a ranger. I train, clean my guns, talk to the others, and try to learn more about the world beyond Broadmoor Heights. I have plenty to do with my time. I'm glad I joined. I truly feel we are doing some good, both for Colorado and your people back in Arizona.
I know it gives everyone more space, but I feel bad for Miss Hackett's people having to live in a jail. Now, how can I help you? Oh, I don't even know if I am. I'm cold every minute I'm here. Just makes me miss Arizona even more. I really hope we can finish helping the Patriarch and get back home with the supplies as quick as possible. If we were too late, and there was no Arizona to go back to, I don't know what I'd do. I'm nervous, but hopeful. Though we killed one of his sons, if we take Liberty alive, I think the Patriarch will still stick to his deal. It would be a disaster if he didn't. Yes, ready when you are.
What can I do for y'all? Ha! You trying to get me in trouble with Daisy? The marshals are great. The best. Okay, that's... Well, we're fine. They're fine. But if they were perfect, the Patriarch wouldn't have called you, right? The problem with the marshals is, we don't work for the people of Colorado Springs. We work for the Patriarch. And that means we're more enforcers than police, which can lead to a certain, smugness among some of the troops. They know they're untouchable. They know citizen complaints aren't going to be listened to, mostly. So they think they can do whatever they want. And they do. So, they're not loved, the marshals. Not trusted either. Hey, you'd have to be a saint not to take advantage once in a while, and I'm no saint. I'll take a bribe here and there, if offered. But I'm not a shakedown artist like some guys are. I never put the boots to somebody who didn't deserve it. I figure if it's against the rules, but it ain't hurting nobody, why report it? As long as I get a cut, right? I try not to. Seriously, it's above my pay grade. There's a crisis coming, for sure. The old man's on his last legs. His kids are a nightmare, and nobody else around here has the power and smarts to pick up the reins when he drops them. I'm just glad it's not my job to think about it. My job is to do what the Patriarch says until he dies, then do what Daisy says after that. Hopefully neither of those things involves hurting too many people along the way, but if it does, well, that's my job.
Remember who you're working for, and remember what it means if you fail him. You better watch yourself around Daisy. You're about one cross word away from her turning her back on you and not having anything to do with you. Time to pucker up and start kissing ass.
I am delighted. The garage is an impressive space, staffed with well-qualified personnel. It is a lot less lonely than where I was previously quartered. Time to take some chances and expand man's horizons. I wonder if there will be conflict. There's no more exhilarating feeling than being shot at with no result.
Colonel Death will be along just as soon as I make sure you're all here. And you haven't brought along any unexpected guests. Can't be too careful these days, right? That's not important. Just make sure you're ready to meet Colonel Death. Well, looks like everyone's here who's supposed to be here, so I'll give her a ring. 1 sec. All clear. Come ahead.
Hey now, cowboys. Face to face at last. And just as handsome as I thought you'd be. Remember when you chose to follow the Patriarch's orders instead of saving those folks Erastus threatened to slaughter? I figured we'd meet here so you could see what was left of them. I know Woodson told you to do Buchanan's bidding, but to my mind, it ain't the Ranger way to help the powerful ahead of the helpless. 'Cause things like this happen. Just something to keep in mind as you hear me out. Good eye, Doc. It's definitely put a hitch in my talk box. But no thank you. I got it under control. This and my fake leg are souvenirs from when my chopper got shot out of the sky over Long Beach, California. Good times. But since you've obviously got the skills to use them, here, I got a few extra med kits on me. Try not to use them all at once. Well, ain't you polite? Hope that bodes well. Now, what with you not taking Saul's sons out like I asked, I'm guessing we've got different ideas about how things in Colorado should play out. But I'm still hoping you'll come around, November. So here's the deal. As my friends and I see it, 2 things gotta happen to save the people of Colorado from tyranny and slaughter. First, Liberty and the gang she's gathered out east have to be eliminated. And second, Scar collectors. Well, speak of the devil and her minions shall appear. Looks like Liberty overheard our rendezvous call. Guess we'll have to deal with this before we continue. As my friends and I see it, 2 things gotta happen to save the people of Colorado from tyranny and slaughter. First, Liberty and the gang she's gathered out east have to be eliminated. Second, and you're gonna love this, the Patriarch's gotta go too. I love the people of Arizona. Arizona is my home. But are you willing to save lives there at the expense of lives here? Are you okay sending home food spattered with innocent blood?
They're not just people to me, Colonel. You're talking about letting my family die. My mom and my dad.
You think I don't have family back home? You think it's not gonna kill me if they die? But this is about everybody's family, the greater good. Listen, the Rangers have fought tyranny since the beginning, without compromise. How can we continue to do that if we take handouts from a tyrant? How can we pretend we're heroes if we do his dirty work to get it? Sorry, I had this argument with General Woodson 100 times. A sure deal was more important to him than a moral one. That's why the advance team went dark and decided to do this on our own. Of course, it turned out we couldn't do it on our own, which is why we were so happy when you showed up. And why we're here now, asking you for help. Thanks for hearing me out. Let's talk about Liberty first. I've got to hand it to her. Daddy's little girl has done the impossible. She's united the boldest and baddest warlords of the Eastern Plains, and she's getting ready to lead them into Colorado. When she does, well, that'll be the end of this place. Every man, woman, and child from here to the Rockies will be killed, enslaved, or taken as a sacrifice. And their houses and towns burned to the ground. None of us want that, right? Oh, I don't mind about that, so long as you change your mind about him after. So... Glad to hear it. So here's the plan. Part 1, help Ironclad Cordite take control of Liberty's gangs. Then, Part 2, let him lead them all off to Kansas, where he can achieve his blood-soaked destiny without getting any on us. I know you've got him on ice back at Ranger HQ. Well, it's time to dust him off and put him to good use. Now, I'm guessing y'all have some questions. Pete and Brother Thomas came back with me from LA, and Tax from Arizona. These others are locals who have various gripes against the Patriarch. We trained him up as best we could. Nicer bunch of folks you'll never find. Pretty simple, really. The Patriarch has spies watching Liberty's compound. If you show up, those spies will think you're there on Daddy's behalf, and they'll be happy to see you. If we show up, our plan is revealed, yeah? And that would give the Marshals a chance to button up Colorado Springs before we make our attack. They'd be waiting for us. Now that's gonna be a fight. Basically, while you're taking care of Liberty, my team will be in Colorado Springs, softening the ground. Once you finish up out there, you'll come back and help us corner the man and bring him down. Our primary concern, other than ending the bloody reign of the Buchanans, is minimizing civilian casualties. That means you've got to ride herd on your crew and watch who you ally yourself with. For instance, we don't want the gangs coming to the party. If Cordite wants to come along and get his revenge on the Patriarch, fine, but he leaves his army at home, no matter how tight a hold he thinks he's got on him. We want to be the good guys here, so we've got to do this clean. Rape and pillage is a surefire way to turn people against their liberators. Keep the peace, keep things fair. I don't see the Rangers running things. I see our job as keeping the playing field even. There's always a lot of weasels that come out of the woodwork after a big man falls, trying to grab a piece of the pie. So we're just gonna hang around, and every time a weasel pops their head up, we'll whack them. At the same time, whenever somebody comes along who tries to take care of the people, all the people, we'll help them out. But we ain't gonna be anybody's muscle. We'll answer to the people, nobody else. No idea. Nobody's tried it before, as far as I know. But it's worth a shot, right? Can't be worse than the way things are now. All right then, what's it gonna be?
What?
Whew, there's a load off my mind. Thank you. You're gonna make all the difference. Now here's the location of Liberty's camp. Be careful when you get close. The gangs don't care much for strangers, and even less for Rangers.
Rangers, please don't turn your backs on Arizona. If you don't change your minds about this soon, we're gonna have to part ways. I gotta think of my family first.
Good luck sorting it out, cowboys. We'll talk again when Liberty's taken care of.
Thanks for taking me on, Rangers. Good to be back in the saddle. Now listen, I may be past my prime, but I still know a thing or two about keeping your troops happy and focused. 5 simple things. Ready? 1, keep them fed. 2, keep them busy. 3, always give them a goal. 4, give them snazzy uniforms that'll get them laid. And 5, let them blow off steam from time to time, even if that means looking the other way when they break the law. That's it. That's the secret recipe.
Howdy, Rangers. We got some trouble over here at my ranch. Bunch of freak shows rolled up and seem to want something. Got a feeling about them. So I'd be much obliged if you came by.
Rangers! Rangers, you came! We're in dire straits here. Those twisted psychopaths want us all dead. You gotta help us. Them crazies were demanding our bison to turn them into weapons of war. Sick fucks wanted to graft machine parts onto them or something. When they started machining them up, the bison fought back. They don't like to be messed with, and they're damn fierce. Bastards had their hands full for sure. They done camped out at the side door on the right. Won't keep them out long. It's our breeding pen, and most of our bison are in there. They must have noticed us trying to reinforce it and decided it was the best way in. I'll show you the way, but I am done as soon as we see them. They're crazy. Follow me. The sick bastards are up there. I'll just hang on back while you take care of things. Wouldn't want to get in the way.
What do you want? This has nothing to do with you. Piss off, Rangers. You have no say in this matter. We will take what is ours. then you will die with them.
Damn nice job you done there, Rangers. And since you taking care of us, seems only fitting we take care of you. We could send some meat over to your HQ every so often. Sound good? Oh, well, you did save our bacon. We can send you one of our prized bison. You'll never find a better friend in man or nature. Any chance you can clear some vermin off the ranch before they go after one of our bison? Well, all sorts of critters find their way to the bison from time to time, trying for a meal. Now, we usually keep them away, but with us being occupied lately, some made their way out back to the bison's watering hole. Can you help us clear them out? Thanks, Rangers. I knew we could rely on y'all. Last we saw, they were out on the ice floe out back. We take our bison out there to drink, so those vermin are a bit of a problem. Well, I'll leave you to it and go tend to the bison. Poor girls need some calming down. You come find me when those vermin are dealt with.
MK1 calling AZ November. Come in November. Do you read me? Now, I wouldn't say that name out here, even on a secure channel. Never know who might be listening. Now, I know where you're headed, so hear me out. When you get to where you're going, gas up at the garage first. I'll find you there and give you the sit rep. Now, don't worry, you can't miss it. I'll contact you. MK1 out. Rangers, you made it. Good! Come into the garage ASAP. I'll have my bots tow your car inside before the gang spot it.
You're the Desert Rangers, right? The ones the Patriarch made a deal with? Hey, good to see you. Been hoping you'd show up. Patriarch's got a lot he wants done here, and we ain't got a lot of time to do it. Now here's the deal. Liberty Buchanan is sitting not 200 yards from here in her compound as we speak. But the way things stand, it would take a tactical nuke to crowbar her out. She's managed to make herself the queen of these heathens, the scar collectors, the payasos, and the last few Dorseys. Even the goddamn godfishers are licking her boots. Now, there ain't no way even a crew as tough as you could fight their way in and bring her out alive like the Patriarch wants. But I got a plan. I'm your fucking lifeline out here, assholes. So show me some respect.
Then earn it, jerk.
I'm the mechanic. That means I fix things, right? For the gangs, it's cars, and they trust me because I fix them good. But my real job is fixing things for the Patriarch, like putting sand in the gas tank of Liberty's coupe before it gets on the road. That's why he sent me out here. You get it? Can we get down to business now? How do you think I gained her trust? Damn right I am. Satisfied? Simple. If I get caught trying to sabotage things, how long is it gonna take the Patriarch to sneak another spy in here? Too long, that's how long. Liberty'll already be knocking on his front door. But if you get caught, I'm still here, and the Patriarch can send another gang of expendable muscleheads to do the dirty work. Got it? Okay, listen. The gangs may be loyal to Liberty, but they hate each other's guts. All you need to do is get each gang thinking the others are screwing them somehow, and this place will go up like an ammo dump in a firestorm. The payasos and the godfishers are ready to go at each other's throats. They just need a little nudge. As for the scar collectors, they're as like to turn on themselves as they are on anyone else. What I do is talk to their slaves. They've always got dirt on all the infighting. I got a key to the pen they're kept in as a gift. Take it. See what you can find. Maybe turn them against each other. Hey, the intel changes day to day. Anything I got yesterday ain't gonna be current today. You're gonna have to do your own snooping. I can give you the broad strokes, but the nitty-gritty is up to you. Who do you want to know about? The scar collectors? The payasos? The godfishers? The biggest of the gangs, and the toughest. Slavers, body mod addicts, complete barbarians. Biggest weakness is, every one of those sons of bitches wants to be leader. So there's a lot of infighting. The boss right now is Steel Trap, who ousted Cordite. But he fights off challenges from his lieutenants every week, always looking over his shoulder. Maybe you can play on that somehow. The weakest of the gangs. And boy, does that piss them off. They want to be taken seriously so bad, which is kind of funny since their whole thing is never taking anything seriously. Your friend dies, what a joke. Lose an arm, hilarious. But man, do they get hot when other gangs disrespect them. The head clown is a shrimp named Lecherito. Meanest little fucker I ever met. Always with the put-downs and the insults. I think that's why they made him boss. Nobody could stand in the way of that mouth. Scariest of the bunch. They think they can talk to their sky gods by tying people's living torsos to kites and flying them up to the clouds. The other gangs, at least you understand why they're killing you. The godfishers, who fucking knows? So their leader, Star That Dreams, thinks he's a goddamn messiah. And he hates having to deal with the other gangs. The only reason he's with him is he thinks it's his best shot at getting revenge on the Patriarch. Otherwise, he'd make murder kites out of the other guys and ride into the sunset. Forget about the Dorseys. They're Liberty's personal bodyguards now. They never come out of the compound and they never deal with the other gangs. Except to execute some fool who tries something stupid. You're gonna have to fight the Dorseys no matter what. You just want them to be the only ones you fight, right? Just outside the main compound. But use my key and go through the side entrance. Otherwise the gangs will see you and then the shit will hit the fan. Good. Follow the racetrack north and you'll find the gang compound. Just don't get too close to the front gates. The sentries will attack anything that gets too close, gleefully. And listen, if you need any ammo, weapons, or supplies, talk to me. I get paid in trade, so I got plenty of gear. Ho, ho, ho! Just like Christmas.
Strangers, over here! Maybe you mamons can help us out. You see, the godfishers were traveling this way with some fresh kite-making materials, but they ran into some giant bisons and they kinda got them trapped. We don't give a wet fart about the godfishers. Oh, but they're poor slaves. Their plight has touched our hearts, and we want to, liberate them. If you take care of the bison, we'll grab the meat stickers, victims, and our boss, Risky Brisket, will give you something cool for your trouble, huh? She's down at Meat Clown, near the Godfisher Shrine. Who, me? No, Chingas! Oh, I mean, Bison give me hives. He's a real problem. Nothing. We promise. We're gonna have him over for dinner, and then say adios. Nice work, cabros. We'll take those slaves down to Meat Clown and fatten them up. Oh, give them a good meal. Hey,
We tell the jokes around here, pendejos. And if you ain't joking, then you're dead. The payasos don't stand for no funny business, comprende? Fine, pendejos. But you ain't getting what we promised.
Who are you? Who says so? We didn't say nothing. You trying to get us in trouble? What's in it for us?
Yeah, they'll kill us if they find out we talked to you. So it better be something good.
Set us free. When? How? Where are we going? Are there jobs there? Food? Can you take our friends too? There's at least 200 of us.
Try again, Abraham Lincoln. We need stuff we can use right now.
Cash?
A pack of coffin nails.
A bottle of Boars? Fuck yeah!
Let's see. What can we tell you?
Okay, listen up. Lecherito's mad because his number 2 guy, Cucaracha, disappeared a few days ago. He thinks he might have ran off or something. But I saw the Godfishers fly a new kite around the same time. And the body hanging from it had clown paint on the face.
Also heard that Star the Dreams had some fool killed for messing with one of his wives. Maybe it's all connected, huh?
Ha. They call me Stitches. I'm what passes for a doctor around here. You need some stitching? I, was an assistant to a doctor. I watched her cut a lot of legs off, so I know what I'm doing. Mostly. Duh, because they'll kill me if I don't. You got a head wound or something? If you're in one of the gangs, it's free. That's what being a slave is all about. But slaves and outsiders gotta pay.
Blades are almost ready, masters. I just need... You're not the masters. Too clean smelling. Who are you? Good one. Good one. Who are you really? They call me Whetstone now. It used to be boss slave at the company store, but I lost my eyes. Now I make blades for the masters. Don't make fun of him. And don't make him jealous, or you'll end up disappeared like Cordite and D-Sharp. He always says Cordite ran away, but I was working at the company store the night he disappeared, and I saw him put something in Cordite's drink. Shanghai, for sure. That's why I lost my eyes. Steel Trap said I should stop seeing things. She used to run the company store, the bar where the overseers drink. I sang there too. Funny songs about Steel Trap sometimes. He didn't like that. Didn't like that the boys all laughed. So one night, poof, she's gone. Told the SCs she ran away, just like Cordite, but I still had my ears. I heard Steel Trap come into the bar, and I heard him drag her out. Don't know what he did with her, but she didn't just run away. You kidding? They'd cut him up for jerky if they knew. Everybody loved Dee. Searched for her for weeks. Swore vengeance on whoever took her. Never found her, though. He must have buried her deep. Not any scar collectors. Don't want to lose my ears, too. Not supposed to, but... Steel Trap says I'm only supposed to sell to the scar collectors. But he's a bad master, so why not? All right. Just keep an eye out while you're looking, okay?
Whoa. Nice work wrecking the guards. Who are you guys? Ah, the new cops on the block. Well, I usually don't like cops, but I ain't gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Thanks for the rescue. Steel Trap's tech mine. Supposed to be a crashed satellite or something? Anyway, it's filled with old tech stuff. Some of it's worth cash, most of it's trash, but when you got slaves digging it out for you, it ain't hard making a profit, right? That's me. Used to call myself D-sharp singer. Now, I guess I'm D-sharp minor. That's a joke. Get it? That fucking fuck. There I was, minding my own business, running the company store, singing the hits and slinging the schlitz, when he decides he doesn't like one of my songs and kidnaps me. Puts me to work digging for tech in this death trap hellhole. Steel Trap. I rhymed slimy skunk with rusty junk and whiny bleeder with world's worst leader. You know, subtle, lots of hidden meaning. He's all talk. We're the toughest gang in the wastes. Yeah, well, no thanks to him. All he does is kill SCs who aren't loyal to him. And now, he's kissing this Buchanan bitch's ass, hoping she'll feed him scraps when she takes down her daddy. Loser. Run it? I started it. Wherever the SCs go, they want sex, drugs, and rock and roll. So I decided I'd provide. Got an old bus, a still, some girls, some boys, a band, and put the Waste's first traveling juke joint on the road. When the gang camps, we set up in whatever shack we can find and let the good times roll. Made me money, made the SCs happy. But with Steel Trap in charge, the gang has less to spend and they're always pissed off. He's cost me money and staff and goodwill. He's gotta go. Yeah, my guards tortured me with that. Fucking no-talent skank. I wouldn't hire her to clean a fucking latrine. And now she's the boss? And she's singing? She's going down. Permanently. The guards here thought that was hilarious. Telling me how the boys had all gone hunting for me. They'd say, if only they knew Steel Trap hid you right under their noses, they'd carve him up in a hot second. And I thought, well, someday I'm gonna tell them. Goddamn right I would. That motherfucker has it coming. But I got another score to settle first. If you don't mind. Count on it. But first, I gotta pay a visit to the company store. Time to take back what's mine.